What's up, guys? This is the part of the stream where we talk to each other, where we talk about stuff, where we ask questions. And how have I been? Very, very shitty. I have been very shitty. I have. This is. I really can't sugarcoat this. This is easily the worst part of my life, for sure. It's been so bad. The problem for me, it's I mean, I think I talked about this before, but it's a two-pronged attack between the severe stomach issues on the one side and then like my horrible hand pain on the other side of it. Like if it was one of those things, I don't know, I say that, but even just the hand pain alone would be fucking me. Honestly, fuck the stomach shit. I can live with that. Some days I can't get out of bed, and I don't know if you've been listening, but I've literally farted like 40 times since we started the stream, and they're like big fucking meaty smelly farts too, and that never goes away. I'm in constant discomfort, and like I don't really know what to do about that. But none of that compares to the fact that I can't do what I love, which is throwing myself into various aspects of competitive gaming consistently, and like I'm lost without that shit. I don't know what to do. Most of the time, I've been doing nothing basically for I don't even know how long now. I've pretty much reached a dead end. I have reached a dead end with the stomach stuff. I've had the full top to bottom, ass to mouth, quite literally, workup on my stomach issues, and that's pretty much it. I don't even have a follow-up appointment. The guy is like, you have an irritable bowel, my man. And that's it. Personally, I don't know how someone who has been to the emergency room in screaming level pain 3 different times and should have gone another 10 times but didn't because it's too expensive. I don't know how that can just be like, sometimes your tummy's going to hurt a little bit. Like, I personally feel it's a little more severe than that, especially with the day-to-day something's being really bad. But, like, I guess it is what it is. Try to eat a clean diet and, take the good days with the bad, I guess. And as far as the hand shit, like, I swear it just gets worse every day. Like, dude, like, holding a mouse is painful. Fucking scrubbing a dish is painful. Texting on my phone is painful. Like, I personally can't see a way where I'm speedrunning anytime soon, or even ever, maybe. I know, Head Bob, which is weird because, like, that's not really consistent with what every doctor says that I have, which is repetitive stress injury, RSI type shit. Competitive gaming is more than fun to me, though. It's literally, like, my sense of purpose. It's my job. It's my fun. It's where I made a lot of my relationships in my life. No, dude, I can't really do anything as far as competitive gaming. Fucking casual RuneScape is as much as I can handle most days, and even that I can't really. What kind of diets did I try out? Well, I tried carnivore for a while, and then I tried no FODMAP. I tried gluten-free, dairy-free. I tried super low fiber or like no fiber diet, and basically nothing. Nothing seems to be the like be all end all. It's just like some days are bad and some days are pretty good. Would a chiropractor work? I've seen everything, dude. I've been seeing an acupuncture guy once a week for like 2 or 3 months now. Has done nothing for me. Have I tried cortisone in my hands? I tried cortisone in my ass. I tried cortisone in my arm. I tried cortisone in my fingers. I tried cortisone in all of those places at the same time. I tried oral steroids. I've tried fucking muscle relaxing cream. I tried fucking strong pain medications. I tried smoking weed. I tried CBD. I tried fucking lidocaine creams. I tried fucking Epsom salt baths. I tried everything. Well, but here's the thing is, I got here, hold on, right here could be the answer, right? This is the book, The Mind Body Prescription, that simply says healed his hands. And I tried that shit and like didn't work, but dude, at some point I have to wonder, like, is it like a psychosomatic type pain situation? Like, is that Is that possibly? Well, no, it is possibly the answer. Is it the answer? I am constantly more frustrated. And who wouldn't be? I tell you what, who wouldn't be dealing with this shit? Even the stomach shit on its own is like, without the losing my sense of purpose and living and shit. You can stream randomizer. Okay, yeah, let's move into that kind of discussion. What we're looking at towards the future here. So I don't think that it's realistic for me to do speedrunning in any kind of, like if I could speedrun once a week at this point, like that would be insane, basically. So that being said, I've reached a junction with both the stomach and hand doctors that I've seen where it doesn't seem like I'm going to get anywhere. And like, between fucking expensive ass health insurance and dude, my stomach medication, and I haven't met my deductible yet or whatever. Health insurance is fucking wonky and weird. My stomach medication with health insurance is $300 for a month's worth of it. The stuff that I was taking. Isn't that fucking crazy? Like $300 every month for this. It's called Linzess. So this medication, it actually did make me have better days on average. I was in less discomfort and I had really bad days less often. But every time I took the medication, from the time that I took it until about 8 hours after that, I could have to run to the bathroom and go spew shit out my ass. Like, it must happen right now. And like, just wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it to me. Between the $300 and the I can't do anything for 8 hours, basically. Or I'm going to have to run to the toilet at some point. Interesting. I never thought about streaming from the toilet. But it's not normally like that. It's not, the urgency isn't normally there. So anyway, the point of that is that between all of that and me not working this whole time, like, yeah, money has gotten like really shitty. And like, it doesn't seem like I'm getting anywhere with the doctors. It doesn't seem like I'm going to get anywhere, kind of dead end type shit. And so like, I have to do something. And so I can't speedrun, and I'm certainly not trying to go to school or anything. And I still love streaming. It's still something I love and want to do. I've wanted to turn on the stream for a long time and start doing something, but there were two problems with it. The first problem is that I'm stuck between never wanting to be like a fake version of myself, but also not wanting to be, a depressed fuck, basically, on stream. And that was the first problem and the reason I haven't streamed in a really long time. And the second problem is that I feel like a lot of what I enjoy about streaming is like okay, I was definitely lying to myself about Arceus. I fucking hated that game. Anyway, the other problem is that a lot of, I think of the way that I stream and the way that I enjoy streaming is by having this like goal-oriented focus, right? And like doing something I care about and something that I'm personally invested in, and like channeling that energy into like streaming energy is like how I stream, basically. And I think that's why I've failed with like various casual type endeavors in the past. And so I need to find a way to kind of meet that in the middle somehow. And there's a couple of different ways that I can do that. I never actually tried the Iron Man thing, but I definitely don't think that I would be into that long term. But one of the things that I'm going to mention is something along the lines of Pokemon challenges, not to steal his thing, is Pokemon challenge type stuff. So we, whether that's ROM hacks or that's Nuzlocke or that's fucking Stadium full game, some kind of challenge thing. Oh no, Pokemon challenges is fucking sick. And I know for a fact that he would support me doing anything he's ever done before. He would be totally cool with that. That dude is a fucking goober, but he's also really cool and like supportive of people like in the community doing similar things to him. And you know why? Is because that he's okay with it. It's the same reason that I've been okay with people like fucking using my shit, is because he's confident in himself that he's making the best version of it and like an interesting version of it that like no one else can. Like you can't steal the Pokemon challenges. Yeah, he was. He was in the stream when he had fucking 50 viewers. He still comes by. He still talks on stream. I have not tried using the Smash Shot, but I do use this. This is how I've been gaming at all, is with this thing. I literally play World of Warcraft on this controller. My parses are insane. I guarantee you I'm the highest fucking parsing DPS in the world who plays on a goddamn fight stick. Do I think I'm confided to Pokemon? You mean like confined to Pokemon? I think yes, to an extent. I think it would be really hard to significantly branch out from Pokemon. And like I'm okay with that. I mean, I built my stream on Pokemon, and that's okay. So anyway, Pokemon like challenge type stuff, right? Like that's one thing, and that's probably, you know, a very good one. I can't, dude, I'm scared of, I don't know if my hands could handle raids. Also, I suck at RuneScape. I still have to get good. What I'm thinking about doing in like soon is something that I've basically formed this idea because I consume a ridiculous amount of RuneScape content. I mean, if there's a RuneScape YouTuber that has created content, like I've probably seen every one of their videos, like even the really small YouTubers. And between that and my Pokemon stuff, I've kind of come up with this idea where the basic premise of it would be to take, like, for example, Gen 1 and do, like, a completionist type playthrough of it. So it's kind of hard to define what that means, but basically get every item, talk to every trainer, talk to every NPC, catch every Pokemon type deal, right? Which wouldn't take that long for Gen 1 and also probably Gen 2. But Gen 3 is, if you like actually break it down and start looking at what it takes to like complete Gen 3, it's actually pretty fucking extensive, right? Like we're talking about get every item that goes in your room, beat the contests 100%, all spin forms. See, that's where you have to draw some lines, right? Beat Battle Frontier, you know, get every item through that, catch every Pokemon, every variant, like whatever. Like there's a lot that goes into that. And I think the reason that I think it would work out really well is because it would, once we got to Gen 3, it would give me something to stream daily that was low impact, but then you would take the content and you would edit it down into a very watchable progress video for YouTube. And that's kind of how the RuneScape comes into it, because that's the formula that RuneScape users are forced to use because it takes so much time to create a small portion of interesting content. That's what I've been thinking about doing. You should definitely not stream more than 3 days a week, right? But if I'm doing just casual Pokemon stuff, then I can, right? Like my hands hurt, but I would use the rapid fire controller for text mastering, and like it's not hard to do that. Shiny hunting also lends itself to that. Well, that's the thing, is what constitutes 100% in a Pokemon. That's something we'll have to talk about ahead of time. Is a living dex required? If a living dex is required, is it required on every version of the game? Is a shiny living dex required? That's obviously ridiculous. I have no interest in doing that. Have you heard of generate task, having everything on a spreadsheet and generating randomly? I have no idea what that is now. It hasn't been done in Gen 3, as in like content that I'm describing. Yeah, I actually looked. That's one of the reasons I'm interested in doing this, is because I looked and like I couldn't find someone who's done this. Yeah, I don't know shit about Gen 4 Plus, and that's another thing, is that if I actually did complete Gen 3, there was a lot more content to continue with. Just analyze runs on Twitch daily. I mean, I don't know, man. I think there's only so much content there. I would rather do a system where I either only do like complete runs that are like record or close to record or like top 3 or whatever, or runs that people submit to me for review, right? Which is a system that I had started but didn't like continue with long term. Yeah, no, that's another thing, is is a Pokemon Reborn playthrough. There's a ton of room for content creation in a Pokemon Reborn run for sure, but I would have to like dedicate myself to it. But yeah, that's like a thing that we could do also. I don't really like Nuzlocks, but I say that, and that's actually another reason. And if I was like making an intro video for my completionist series, this is something I would talk about. Is that I've actually neglected the like in-game / post-game of most Pokemon games in my life. Like anything past Gen 3, I basically played to the Elite Four once, and that's it. I did have an MRI done, but they literally MRI'd the wrong fucking part of my arm. And I quote, I went in to get the MRI, and the guy asked me to point to where it hurt on my arm. And he gave me a look and he said, "We ain't gonna get none of that." And then they did it anyway. Where does it hurt? Well, they were doing it on my arm. It was for my forearm. And now both my forearms hurt, by the way. It was only my right before. It hurts right here. It is my hand. My hands hurt too. It's not my hand, it's my fingers. The base of my fingers, especially my thumbs and my WASD fingers on my left hand, and my forearms are where it hurts. What do you think about the idea of zooming through some hard Pokemon hacks with manips and routes planned ahead? I think it's interesting to see how the different approaches compared to attrition. So your idea is basically take a ROM hack that people think are really hard and make it look not hard by planning it ahead of time. That's not an insane idea. I kind of like that. I would do a Discovery Channel show to challenge doctors to find my disease. I would. I would totally do that. Dude, I told a new doctor my story very recently before he was doing an ultrasound on my hand and arm. Within 2 minutes of meeting him and 30 seconds of starting to explain my situation, he said, "How do you expect to continue to do that?" And I said, "Well, that's why I'm here." Like, dude. Yeah, dude, just stop doing the thing. Also, I am and did stop doing the thing. Dude, you know how long it's been since I actually was streaming? It's been 2 years. It's been almost exactly 2 years since I got FireRed Round 2 World Record. Played yellow for 1 week and then took 2.5 months off and haven't streamed consistently since. It's been 2 years of fucking misery. I've been gone for so long that Wanley got record. Rip. Gunner is rolling over in his grave. I'm not necessarily giving up on finding a solution to the problem. Like, if I'm ever going to be like truly okay mentally, like I think I need to make some progress with my health, like further than I have for now. But in the meantime, I can't just fucking rot in my room. Dude, oh my God. That was me in the emergency room. It took them almost, I was screaming in pain. I was writhing on the floor. I had the people ahead of me offer to give them my spot in the emergency room. You know, as I'm sitting there for hours in the most agonizing, unbelievable pain you can possibly imagine, I was thinking to myself, what would it take to get seen right now? If I had a hole in my chest? Like, what do I need to do? And then they gave me 2 milligrams of morphine and then left me sitting in more agonizing pain. So what I will probably do is on, I think, like this Sunday, I will fire up the stream at around noon as usual, and we're just gonna literally play Pokemon Yellow. 100% casual, play the game and talk to each other, and we're going to use that playthrough to have a discussion about the rule set that we want to use for a completionist type content. And I think it'll be easier and more fun to come up with that rule set. And that's what we're going to do, I think, on Sunday. I got like 30 subs today, and it actually dropped recently. Yeah, look at that. How the fuck are almost for the longest time almost 300 people stayed subscribed to me this whole time? You guys are obscenely like and outrageously dedicated to the stream, or like you just forgot your credit card was hooked up to it. You guys are crazy. Thank you, every person who stayed subbed. Thank you for believing in me. I wish I could believe in me.